So 2020, huh? What a great year. Whew. Well, not everybody is in or has been in a situation to thrive or has been as lucky as I have. And so I do want to say I recognize how extremely lucky I have been. Hashtag blessed and all of that. Some of the really great companies that I am sponsored by, if you are or if you know anything about Brazilian Bond Builder, they are really great with their sponsored artists and their disruptors, and they do contests for us every now and then, especially since this year we weren't traveling and we weren't doing like any retreats or anything, so they did contests for us. And I ended up winning one of those contests, which was like a bunch of gift cards, which really helped me out because with unemployment taking so long to kick in, so it was like from March till May before we got any substantial amount of money, the money that I won from that contest basically kept food in my mouth during that time. The other company is Matrix, which is actually through the BTC team, and say what you want about behind the chair, like that's fine. Well, I'm not here to get into that, but they rallied for us, I feel like, and Matrix did the right thing, and they continued to pay us for, through our contract until our contract was done, and so that helped me out a ton as well. So, I'm really just grateful for the companies that were like, we're not going to totally fuck you over in the middle of a global pandemic. We're going to continue to pay you what we said we would until your contract is up, etc., etc. I know that there are memes and posts about, basically everybody's going to be talking about all the great things that they did in 2020, but if you've made it this far, you're doing great. Don't worry about other people. That's absolutely true. This video is mostly for me. It's something I can look back on next year. And it's for you, too, to tell you kind of like what my plans are for 2020, if anybody gives a shit. But if you've made it this far and you made your bed today, or you put on mascara, or you got out of bed today, you're doing great. My year started off good. It started off with travel. I went to Colorado, saw my friends Sammy and Taylor, and we had the best time. And then I was supposed to go to Australia and teach a class at my friend Stevie's salon, which we ended up canceling for personal reasons, but also because I was keeping an eye on all this COVID stuff. I'm really glad that we ended up canceling that, because that could have been disastrous, because I was supposed to go in March. And then in March, all the shit happened with my salon. So if you've been following me for a little while, you know that my salon space, my salon suite that I was in was 237 square feet. And I paid $1,620 a month. Now, I don't know where you're located or what you pay, but personally, I feel like, I'm in Virginia, I feel like Solas, Phoenixes, Salon Plazas, the price for the size that you get is astronomically absurd. Like, I just can't. I can't. But my drama with them in March was that I was asking what's going to happen with COVID. What's going to happen if we get shut down? And there was no clear answer. Like, I need to make a plan. I need to budget for my $410 a week that came out of my bank account. I need to budget that. Is that going to eat through my savings? Like, what's happening? Whatever. They ended up not charging us, which is really great and very kind of them. Also, they went through a class action lawsuit during all of this. So, because they wouldn't pay their hair cuttery workers. But, whatevs. I also was asking what was going to happen with that, because I was supposed to move in April. I was supposed to move into an apartment and move out of my parents' house, which I needed to know, like, what my budget situation was going to look like, and nobody could give me any fucking answers. It was really frustrating. So I weighed the options, and it was either stay there and be in a depressive state for literally 12 months, or move into my apartment and ride it out and see what happens. And I ended up moving, which, if you follow me, you know. And I'm really, really glad that I did, because moving into this apartment kept me so busy. Like, I wasn't just sitting around, like, being all woe is me, like, my business is closed. Was I broke? Fuck yes. But I kept myself busy, and I'm really glad that I am a planner, because I had already bought most of my decor, furniture from Amazon, paint that I wanted, all of that, and I just moved it into the apartment. So I had everything. I painted damn near every wall in this place. And it just kept me busy. And then when we opened back up, I was also busy again. And when we opened back up and that $410 a week started coming out of my account, like, I knew I had to get the fuck out of there. I knew I had to get out of there when I moved in here, but I looked from March until end of November when I finally found something. So not only did I move in the middle of a pandemic, a global pandemic, I also moved my business in the middle of a global pandemic during the holidays. So I did get a new salon space, and it is 500 square feet, and it is $1,000 a month. And it does lack some things that the other one did have. So I had to buy sinks and put them in. I had to buy chairs, which was fine because those are mine now. I own them. And I was fine with that. But overall, just not having to deal with the lady who runs Salon Plaza, I am much happier. I have a lot more space. I have natural light. I have windows. So that, you know, I made 2 big moves this year. And I had no clue how the fuck I did it. No idea. I did take 2 trips via car when we did the quarantining, and we were very safe. And that's about the extent of my traveling, which is crazy because I was thinking about it yesterday. And in 2019, I went to 3 countries and 10 states. And this year I went to 3 states, which is so insane to me. But at the same time, like, I hate to say that a global pandemic is like the universe telling me, like, you need to chill out, stop traveling, save your money, like, make a home base. But if that's how I choose to look at it, then, like, that's my, like, positive way of doing so. But I haven't minded being here. I've been, like, nesting and decorating, and I like it. It's not terrible. So I also wanted to talk about my intentions for 2021. My personal challenge to myself is I want to video more stuff. Maybe not more stuff like this because I feel like this gets boring, but I want to film 1 thing a day. I don't care if it's 15 seconds, 15 minutes, 15 hours. I want to video 1 thing a day. And at the end of the year, I'll have 365 somethings that I could possibly put together. I actually really love filmmaking, and I really love video. Anything about a camera interests me. I want to make a class on Pinterest. And I would like to do a color class, but I'm not like a technique person. Like, I literally look at what other people are making, I deconstruct it, and then I try to put it back together. So I essentially just copy everyone else. I just have a really good understanding of color and color theory, so maybe that could be a class that I do. I want to stay more organized with all of that, with posting and creating content, because I actually really love to create content too. But part of the problem is that I want to create all of the content. Makeup, hair color, home decor, food, you name it. Like, I want to make, like, I want to make it all. Also, I do want to say, I don't take photos of myself because I'm vain or anything like that. I actually don't love my face unless it is lathered in fucking makeup, which is probably another problem with social media that makes me feel this way. But I just really like photography, and I hate that I even feel the need to say this out loud. Okay, so there was some drama this year with another artist, where I'm not even going to go into it, even though I know you're all going to ask, which I would like to make a video on it eventually, but I don't even know if talking about her is worth my breath, so I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But basically, what was said was, I only care about taking cute Instagram pictures, and I don't care who I hurt. I just like photography in general. I like pictures. Everybody has a certain type of photography that they like. I like subjects in landscapes, but I like subjects that look like me. And the only person who's ever around that looks like me is me. Plus, who doesn't want a rad-ass fucking memory of, like, the places that they have been? I hope that your New Year's Eve was good, and I hope that your beginning to 2021 is astronomically better than 2020 was. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you watched all the way through, you're a fucking trooper. Thanks for that. If you want to follow, like, all of my other stuff that's not hair, I'm going to put that page in the caption. And I am very interested to see if I keep up with my personal challenges for this year. I hope I can make it happen, but today is day 1 of meeting those challenges and getting right with those intentions. So here's my first video, my first thing that I filmed in 2021, and thank you guys for watching. Bye!